YouTube, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Manga Talks, okay? We up on that Boruto, Naruto Next Generations, Manga Chapter 65. We are here, y'all. I know it's late, but I wanted to give a better analysis. You know how I gotta work. But we're gonna hop into it right after this. All right, guys, and we're back. Yo, chapter 65, you gonna tell from my title, this is something I did not expect, okay? I didn't expect this. If you gave me the cliffhanger of chapter 64 and then told me to project what this chapter would be about, I wouldn't have thought this, okay? Let's hop right into it. All right, so we got Boruto on the ground. Pause. Stills will be on the side just like last chapter, okay? So feel free to follow along. But Boruto is now on the ground after suffering from the side effect of the food pills. Momoshiki, the first time since we've seen him since his defeat, okay? We finally seen him again. He actually talks to Boruto again, telling him that if he thinks that these chakra pills is something that's going to stop him from being manifested, he is truly absurd, okay? With that being said, Naruto has finally showed up to the battlefield. Him and Shikamaru, surprisingly, okay? Boy, this is getting crazy because Boruto is now running amok again. Now, I know last chapter I talked about the food pills being a possible source of the stopping of the Otsutsufication. I am completely wrong, and Momoshiki has debunked that theory, okay? The food pills are doing nothing, okay? They're not doing anything that Boruto wanted to do. If anything, I believe Momoshiki may be implementing that they might be just doing nothing but speeding it up, okay? All right, but with that being said, we fast forward into the battle, all right? Naruto is now at a checkmate point. You got Code out there now, all right? Now, mind you, in the last chapter, Boruto was actually going off. He was not Borushiki yet, all right? He was strictly himself using the power of the Karma and the Jogan, okay? Now, it seems as though the chakra pills have done nothing but sucked his chakra dry to do nothing but relieve him of his consciousness, giving Momoshiki Boruto's body to work with. All right, so he goes up against Code, and he pretty much, we get to see a very, very new move, okay, called the Rasengan, okay? Dan means bullet, all right? So we see Rasengan, okay? Now, given the fact that Momoshiki is using Boruto's body in order to implement these attacks, means I'm pretty sure that we're going to see this move again, but only under Boruto's control this time, all right? Now, a new move, he shot this Rasengan like a bullet, bruh. Like, and he hit Code directly in the arm after Code took Kawaki hostage, okay? And that was the only way that he was going to let go. Now, Naruto and Shikamaru are on the battlefield. Shikamaru ends up being lazy enough, trying to use shadow possession in order to stop him. It gets absorbed, and he ends up getting taken hostage by Code. So now, Code is taken hostage. Boruto is now under Momoshiki's will, and Naruto no longer has Kurama, okay? So, with that being said, Naruto's at a stalemate, all right? Now, Kawaki's trying all he can in order to stop the assault of both Code and Borushiki. Borushiki's just trashing him, all right? Trashing Kawaki, all right? I was not expecting this to go the way that it did, because I was definitely expecting Naruto to actually put in some work because he has enhanced Sage mode, okay? But apparently that is not the case. At the end of this chapter, all Kawaki has in his head is the playing of Amado's words. Is it the fact that you are weak that is getting to you? Because if it is, then why don't you just take the karma as a pure weapon, since you are no longer Ishiki Otsutsuki's vessel? So, right when Boruto, or should we say Borushiki, was getting ready to destroy Naruto with a massive Rasengan, Kawaki comes out the cut and uses karma to absorb the jutsu. Now, the reason why I'm saying I did not expect this is because A, I wasn't expecting Kawaki to even have a vital role in this chapter. I kind of suspected they were going to shift it to Naruto, since he is the one that's down bad and needs some sort of redemption. But I didn't expect it because, like I said, I wanted Naruto to do something. I wanted Naruto to show off Sage Mode abilities and more hand-to-hand and more jutsu and more thought. But it also wasn't what I expected, because I did not expect Kawaki to take the front for the ending of this chapter, for the start of chapter 66. Because you already know we're going to see Kawaki put in some work. Now, Kawaki still has the horn, all right? This is something I need you guys to keep in the back of your mind, all right? Since Momoshiki has debunked our theory of the food pills actually using or being a part of the stopping of the Otsutsufication, Momoshiki already debunked that. We can no longer go off of that theory, which means that this is something more deeper than the food pills. This is something deeper than the karma itself, okay? How are they going to be able to do it? Because right now, like I said, let's talk real here. The only way you can use karma as a weapon, it has been proved to us not only once, but twice, okay? With the same Otsutsuki. Let me break that down for you. Code was supposed to be the original vessel for Ishiki. Because he is a failed vessel, but was still implanted with a karma mark, he now has a pure white karma, which is the result of a failed vessel, but successful karma implant. That's Code. The pure, and let's break that down. That is pure white karma mark, where your body is a failed vessel, but it's successful on implantation of karma. Let's talk Kawaki's case, the black pure karma. I'm going to call it the black pure karma because Boruto is not there yet. Whereas Kawaki is. He's in black pure karma because he was just playing karma before. He was in the same boat as Boruto, but he's out of that boat now for a different reason than Boruto and Code. Kawaki's case is he is a successful karma implantation, successful vessel, but no longer inhabited by a vessel, okay? Which means his vessel was destroyed, okay? Same with Code, okay? Because yes, even though he had an implantation of a karma mark, it did not become pure until Ishiki died, okay? And his will was passed on to Code, that it became the white pure karma mark, okay? Kawaki, on the other hand, I say it's a black pure karma mark because his karma mark actually states that he was a successful vessel, okay? But because his vessel or his host died, it is now a pure black karma mark used purely as a weapon. Just like Code's white karma mark is purely used as a weapon, okay? Now, here's the question I need you guys to keep in the back of your head, because Boruto is still has a host, Momoshiki. Which means this. Since Ishiki is dead, but Kawaki is still able to use the full form of the karma mark, does that mean that the only explanation in order to be free and rid of a host but still use its power, does that mean that the host has to die completely, okay, in order for that karma to be used as a weapon? Now, given that, we still have to go to the very first episode of Boruto when we saw, okay, Boruto and Kawaki activate karma. One small detail you have to keep in mind is this. This is what makes me think Ishiki is still alive, okay? He's still around. In the very first episode of Boruto, when they both were shown to activate karma, there's one small detail that we left out. And that is the fact of the matter that neither one of them grew horns. I repeat, in the very first episode of Boruto, when they activated karma, neither one of them grew a horn. Why are you saying that might be important? Take a look at this chapter, okay? When Boruto was under Momoshiki's control, or when he was controlling Momoshiki, however you want to look at it, even right now, when Momoshiki took over his body, let me just make sure. Yeah, oh yeah, exactly, right here, all right? When Boruto was strictly using the karma's power, there was no horn on his head, okay? It wasn't until he lost consciousness and he flipped up to face code that you seen the horn protrude from his head, okay? At the end, where Kawaki was absorbing the jutsu, again, a horn on his head, all right? Whereas the very first episode, neither one of them protruded horns, okay? Please do keep that in mind. That is the big question for the next chapter and the question that is going to be continuously asked as we step into the time skip, okay? Ask yourselves these questions because it is very important to look at these small details. I've been rambling on long enough, okay? Long enough. So guys, please do think of what I was stating. But guys, if you enjoyed this video, you already know what to do. Don't be afraid to hover and haunt that like button. Subscribe today to become part of the Soul Gang Team Nephilim. Let's get it. Tap that notification bell to know each and every time that I'm uploading these videos, y'all. Please do make sure you take off the notification bell and click it again so you guys are getting my video notification. And guys, to be good at the game, you gotta kill with skill. And until our next nightmare, until chapter 66, y'all, ponder that question, okay? Peace.